You are the chosen one.
Hello everyone, this is Corinne from Chosen One Studios, and we're back. As you can see, it's been a while, but even more importantly, we finally have the last set of reliable armor. We have the broadsword, which is a nice little improvement of 15 points. We have the plate shield, which since we didn't get the shield before, is a pretty big boost. And we have the plate armor, which is also a pretty good boost. So we're a lot stronger now, we're a lot more survivable now. All around, we're better. So, let's go and see just what Battle can do. Or Battle. Whatever. Same thing that I've been doing for a long time, because as you'll recall, to get all that money I had to do a lot of grinding, which is probably, I'm not going to lie, part of the reason that I stopped Let's Playing this game for a while. As you can see, there's no side paths here, and this is finally our objective. So let's head in. Oh, no loading screens. I'm playing some Skyrim, and loading screens every time you enter a new room or area. Black screen that lasts for a couple seconds doesn't feel like anything next to those loading screens. I swear, if I didn't know the Dunmer were from Morrowind before. But that's not important. What's important here is ease. Wow! I'll handle this. Go on ahead. So that actually looks like the way forward, so we're not going to want to go that way yet. I did mention convoluted dungeon design being one of this game's flaws. This dungeon is not really one of them. I mean, it's not exactly, you know, walk forward like some dungeons in these are, but it's more of convoluted along the lines of like the Ice Shrine as opposed to Solomon Shrine, which, wow, ooh, this one is strong. So I said I wasn't going to be reading text anymore. It appears that didn't happen. If you have any feelings on that subject, or please let me know, God. So yeah, that's a floating helmet. Just checking everything, because this game has some more items for us. Our health doesn't regenerate just standing around this area, which is too bad. But that's fine, because we are the Forest Defense Corps! Wow! I love how they save space in older games. Nothing down here. But you never know until you look, you know? You gotta look. You gotta feel. You gotta love or something. So far this dungeon really isn't too bad, and we can see more I'll handle this, go on ahead, wow action. Let's see. Over here we have some more guau. Maybe that's just to handle this, go on ahead. Yeah. Guau. And that knight standing on that statue. And then you have to see over here. But it's important to be sure of these sorts of things. Going up, we find that I'm out of practice. No, just kidding. Well, this area looks ominous, so we're going to save. Save where? There, because I said so. So, what do we find? Oh, we find we can heal, which is nice. Maybe I should save here. Not really a huge issue. However, this now lets us into another section with more of these guys. As you can see, there's really only like 2 or 3 kinds of AI in this game for different enemies. There's the slow, ponderous walk, which makes it easier enough to line up with them. And then there's the head of the chicken running around like it's been cut off. Disturbing, really, if you think about that for too long, so I recommend against it. I think we're just sort of wandering around. Okay, good to know we have spike traps to deal with now. Oh, crap! Ah! I think that's up even when it's up. Yeah, that's always up. So that doesn't look like a place we can go to right now. Hopefully we'll find some kind of a way around that, because that kind of hurts. A lot. You'll also notice from the max health we have right now, we're not quite endgame levels yet. And that's fine. We'll get there with time, obviously. We're back here again, so we can heal if we want to, but we're not really desperate to be healed at the moment. It is, however, a good thing to know if we were desperate, or if you decide to subject yourself to this game. Once again, I'm partially Let's Playing this game because it's not really the strongest game in the East series. But but also just to take some time to recap the plot, since it's been a while since I posted, and, you know, that's kind of important. Otto came to Salsetta because he got a bottle with a note in it from a lovely young woman that we've met, who that essentially warned us that there was something going on here in Salsetta, they needed our help. You know, please could I do them all a favor and save the world again? They didn't know that it was going to be Otto, of course. Message on the sea, gets carried by the sea. So Otto got the message, came to Salsetta, finds that people are being turned into monsters, such as the Minotaur that we fought in the crater, which turned back after we fought him, which he was pretty happy about, all things considered. So we investigate a little bit more, we find out that there's a member of the Eldeen, the winged ones, that Rhea and Fina were from East 1 and 2, only he's named Eldiel, is a male, and apparently didn't used to be bad, though he comes from a land, which is Salsetta, where the winged ones weren't exactly the noble kind of winged ones like we're used to with Rhea and Fina, as opposed to the kind of winged ones that would, you know, try and make the world a better place. They were eating people. So Otto met up with 3 people that were trying to abuse the power of it. Don't remember their names off the top of my head, it's not especially important, we'll see them again soon enough. And we have to stop them, one of them's a Ronin. We've got the Rhoda medicine. Rhoda Medicine! And the reason my MP healed is because my MP wasn't at max, so it used the Rhoda medicine I already had automatically. Otto not knowing how to carry 2 of the same item is troublesome, but thankfully... Well, thankfully he eventually learns better than that in games where Carnage... Whoa! Huh. Actually killed that spike. That'll be good to know when we go back to that room that had a spike in front of it now. Yeesh. I can be a bit of a dink sometimes, can't I? Because we'll definitely need to go back there now, but that'll just take us there. Wow. Have I ever mentioned that I'm genius level intelligence? Not really. That was just a good, well, terrible joke. So, we're gonna need to go back over there. Actually, we're just kind of blowing time. Lost around this area, gaining a little bit of experience, which will be nice, but not... Let's see. That's weird. I totally forgot that. I mean, it's been a while since I've played this game, like I said, I mean, it's not one of the strongest entries in the East series, so I've only really beaten it once. And then I kind of said I would never play it again. But that's just one of the weirder things I've ever seen in a game, period. Walking through spikes to remove them. Just very, very weird. But that's what Otto does. Adventures to strange lands, and does even stranger things while he's there. That is definitely got to be one of the weirdest things I've ever done in an East game. I've played through Origin. Origin didn't have anything nearly as weird as walking through spikes to kill them. Stop! Save me! Wah-ha-ha. Scream all you want. When you're turned into a demon, you'll swear loyalty to Lord Gruder. Stop! Ah, the red-haired swordsman. So you are Otto. Everyone, come out! And once again, a boss battle that's just lots of weak things. Oh, help me! Oh, help me! I'd love to, lady. I see. Well, I'll defeat you. Come here. You walk really slow. But you have a lot of health. Okay. I see how this is gonna go. I've played Runny Throughy before. Well, thank you, you saved me. But there are lots of people in this dungeon who have already been turned into demons. Those poor people. Much like in East 1 and 2, to be changed to this. My boy, father can't see you yet. Help is coming. Until then, hold on. So looks like East 1 and 2, we see here, demons aren't always evil people. Please let us out. My child and I are really human. Please, my child, won't you save him? Help is coming. Until then, hold on. Besides, I can't open up the doors even if I wanted to. That symbol means, as you recall, we're going to save here. And I think that's a good idea. I'm going to save here. the jail. And, well, let's see what we've got to face. Lilia! Ah, Otto, you came to rescue me! Oh, and Lilia had been kidnapped, but we'll just forget about her. Would you take this girl? And there's our boss. He's got 2 dogs. And I completely forget how I'm supposed to... Whoa, well, not that. I imagine this is a Yokonomu sort of situation. Ah, so I can move dogs. So I just need to run through them sideways. That is nice to know. Well, you know how I always in my Pokemon 6 showed my deaths? I'm going to show 1 death. And only 1 death. Anything after that, I will just load it up and this is the only time I'm going to show loading, by the way. I just decided that I would show loading this time for some unbeknownst reason. So, right here, I'm going to take a refreshing little bit of a pause. I'm going to probably run back and get here with full health, grab myself a quick drink, I'll be back with you, and we'll finish up this boss. See you then. And hello again. We're back, and it's time to take on Dog Knight again. Lilia! Let's skip the text. Good old Dog Knight. Let's start off by taking out his dogs. Which seems not really all that bad. And neither was he once I actually did it right. And that's the end of Dog Knight. Lilia! Otto, I will not give you this girl. Whoever... That's Vami's voice. Oh, not Vami. Vami, if you recall, was the sorceress. Ugh! And... as you recall, she kind of beats us to a pulp when we even vaguely look in her direction. Ugh! Ah! Lily's gone. Where have they taken her? Eh? What's that? You got the eye of the moon. Love that theme. So, that was all we had to deal with here. We now have... let's look at the items. We have the Eye of the Earth, the Eye of the Sun, and the Eye of the Moon, therefore giving us all of the eyes. Otto, we can't find Gruder's lot. Anyway, we took this castle. Lilia was already taken away. Ah, don't be discouraged. We'll help you find her. Well, I think that Lisa girl knows something, Lisa being the girl that sent the bottle. We'd better return to the village on the plateau and interrogate her. I will tend to the injured people and sort things out here. Otto, go on ahead. Poor Otto. Always having to save Lydia. Lilia, rather. Lydia is something else. But Lilia has been taken from us once again, unfortunately. But no real worries there. We just have to go back and talk to the one that knows something about what's going on. We can't use the wing inside of here, or I already would have used it, and gotten us at safety. Cannot use. Once we can get out of here, then there's not really all that much farther that we have to go. Thankfully. Well, not really. We still have to go through some of the final dungeons, some of the most difficult dungeons, but the ones where we'll start to gain more experience so that we'll be able to level up. I was tempted to grind before fighting that boss before I realized, wait a second, he has a very, very cliche hitbox. Rather, the way to fight him, for how this game works. So, this castle's done with. Keeps the cool music, and we can walk up here with safety. Nice little stained glass windows. Nice touch. But not really a threat to us. But now, we can use this to get to... let's see, where was hers? Not Lance Village. Actually, oops. That'll be useful to go to later, if you couldn't guess it. Plateau Village of Highlands. I love that music. Yep, because that's where we went to go to the Divine area. They haven't seen Lisa. Where could she have gone? Well, that's helpful. Sorry for treating you badly. That's fine, don't worry. Just tell me where Lisa is, and everything will be forgiven. It's locked. As always, nice touch. The Elder wanted to see you. We can see that the people of East live somewhere, which I think I've already talked about in Miss LP. I apologize for that. But we are definitely coming to a firm head on this game. There's the Elder. So you are Otto. The truth is, Lisa has gone. After you went to the castle, Lisa vanished. Why? That girl had something she should have told you before. Instead, I'll tell you myself. I heard it from Lisa. I hear you came here when you saw a letter sent by that girl. To call a person and then tell them nothing, you probably thought that very selfish. Yeah, Otto's being polite on this one. Since ancient times, this village has had the role of governing the Divine area. The duty is passed down, and Lisa was the one. That girl's duty was to protect the One at the Divine area. So one day, she thought that the One had come to have evil intentions. However, we think of the One as a god, especially that girl. She began to feel for the One. Even while knowing that his heart could be blackened by evil, she didn't want to believe it, and that caused her to act as such. The One must be El Deal, yes? And so, she sent a letter. Then you came, Otto. By entrusting those feelings to you, that she couldn't do anything about herself, it was like she was accomplishing her duties. Otto, please understand Lisa's feelings somehow. Otto, please understand Lisa's feelings somehow. So, the reason that everything has happened so far is that she's the protector of the Divine area. Hey, it's been a while. You are Deruin. What are you doing here? Feh, I'm an information vendor. It's not so strange that you'd find me anywhere. I thought I'd tell you some information. What, again? Oi, oi, don't be mean. A girl got carried off again, but I don't see a reason to get annoyed. Why, you? Aha! I'm an information vendor. I've got the kind of information you want. How does the details of meeting the sage sound to you? Ah, I already know that. Don't I click 3 gems? I already have them. God, this guy's one step ahead. If you click your information faster than me, I can't charge you. Okay then, well I'll just tell you this. The sage apparently has something to do with Lord Lefons and the ancient civilization. That's just what I think. I have a feeling that the recent disturbances might just be a small part of the whole picture. Could that girl you're looking for also have got caught up in the legend? Could be wrong though. Oh, I've talked too long. Next time I'll get some information quicker than you. Well, see you again. So, that tip is, hey, remember how you needed to get some things to talk to the, divine guy? Or, the guy that knew what was going on? Well, you have those things now, so why don't you just go and do that? I think that was actually Cell-Ray. No, it's Cell-Ray, I'm pretty sure. So we're just going to head over to Cell-Ray and talk to the sage. Because that is kind of what we've been trying to do for a while now. That's why we went back to East. And, well, going to East was fun and all, but we had what we needed. You, surely not. Oh, so there's a person who has collected the 3 gems. Otto. Somebody with the virtue to praise Lord Lefons. And he might have been somebody to take the earth and sun into his hands. But I never thought you'd discover the Eye of the Moon that vanished from Salsetta. Well done. I will take you to the wise man's place. And he drags us along. No player control here. But, hey, better than having to go through a dungeon, right? Bet you were all thinking this was going to be a dungeon to get to him. I know I was at first. I was like, oh, great. How long is this one going to be? The last one's pretty short. This is the sage. I'll leave now. Ask anything you want. Yay, we finally accomplished, like, the first main thing. Well done for getting this far. I never thought that one such as you, who had all 3 gems, would show up. That's kind of why I devised it, to keep everyone away from me. Why would such things happen in Salsetta? It must be because of the ancient civilization. Ancient civilization? It doesn't look as if that civilization has been completely destroyed. If they are revived, they have the power to take over the world. This may also have caused the Roman Empire to desire Salceda. The ancient civilization was established by the Winged Ones. It seems the Winged Ones have lived in Salceda longer than humans. Our ancestors have passed this down. One who gains wings to fly using the power of heaven will achieve greatness. It seems humans and winged beings coexisted for a while. Then our ancestors realized something. It was said that the intention of the Winged Ones was to domesticate humans and use them as food. As a long and bitter war broke out between humans and winged beings. After many decades, Lafons and his 5 disciples appeared and at last gained victory. The Winged Ones held 3 masks and eyes in order to control civilization. The moon, sun, and earth eyes are the ones you collected. They were passed to humans, and civilization sank below the earth. Lord Lafons made the surviving Winged Ones stay in one area. They called it the Divine Area, and must live there with the people who protect it. The winged people live because of humans. Lord Lafons left his words in the ruins to warn against the revival of the ancients after his death. That is the by and by it will be stained jet black warning. The lake is red. That time must have come. We must call up Lafons' soul if we are to seal them up again. We need the hero sword he carried in order to contact him. The hero sword. The sword is deep in Flame Mountain. Without it, we can't call up Lafons' soul. Go to the Flame Mountain and seek it out. Rising between the Flame and Ice Mountains is a temple which sealed the ancient civilization. I hear there is an old man named Gazak who studies the ancient civilization. That man must be able to show you the way. And that's all he'll tell us. So basically, we got all 3 of the eyes. The eyes are tied to masks. Mask of the sun. And that's our goal. We need to find the hero sword so we can summon up Lafons' soul and save the world. Do we really need anything more than that? I don't think so. I think that makes for a pretty good easy plot. And the Eldeen, not always so nice people as Rhea and Fina. Kind of sad that the whole people were, and I imagine it just didn't make Rhea and Fina very happy. But that's why they fled with the Black Pearl. So, yeah. Always good stuff. See you talk to the Sage. Probably have the right path to take. Take care. And back here. This is really just here so you can go over here. And not get to anything. Oh well, we still got to the Sage, and that is a pretty significant little achievement. So, let's go outside. I think this video is going to be quite long as it is, so I'm just going to end this one here. I'm going to thank you all for watching very much, and hope you all have a very fantastic, absolutely wonderful day. Thank you again.